I have finally reached my destination, the city of Uppsala in the county of Uppland in Sweden, the city of knowledge, and home to the oldest university in Scandinavia. One of the perhaps most famous scholars from this university is the botanist Carl Linnaeus. Linnaeus is known all over the world as the father of modern taxonomy, but he was also interested in food and farming. For instance, he claimed that of all foods, bread is the most noble. And this certainly is a wonderful agricultural area, surrounded by fertile flatlands with the river Fyris flowing through the landscape. But this area has more to offer than bread, greens, and wonderful agricultural products. This is an area in Sweden where north meets south and sea meets farmland. And right smack down in the middle of this condensed version of Sweden is the city of Uppsala, the starting point of our journey in this episode. In this episode, I've come to Uppsala, which is situated in the beautiful region of Uppland in the middle of Sweden. I'm going to prepare a dessert called Poor Knights of Windsor, filled with fresh blueberries. I'll fry mushrooms straight from the forest and serve them with a goat cheese cream. And I'll be getting a taste of the best smoked Zander I've ever had the pleasure of tasting, and serve it up with sweet vegetables. When I arrive to a new place, I think it's a great idea to find a place or perhaps a store where you can try local specialties, so you know a bit what you're walking into. And here in Uppsala, there's a store called Svenska Delicacies, and I think it sounds like a pretty good place to start. Hello.
Hey.
I'm Tareq.
I hate Monica. My name is Monica.
What beautiful mushrooms you've got here.
Chanterelles, the autumn one and the yellow one. And I have something very special for you.
Oh my
this
goodness,
that is impressive. Seps.
I've never seen seps like this before.
It will take at least 5 years before we have a sep year like this year.
This is crazy.
They are really big this year.
Absolutely. I'll take your word for it. I want to see what's inside of the store as well.
Shall we go into it?
Hello. How you doing?
Fine, you.
Oh, and you put up a table of goodies all ready for us, haven't you?
Some cheese.
What do you think?
Now we're talking. That is incredible. Are all local products like this?
Yes.
Yes, you say.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. After talking to the ladies in the shop, I certainly get the sense that there's a lot to see in this region. There's even a farmer's market here in Uppsala. That's an absolute must for a food junkie like me. Here you can find every type of fruit and vegetable from this region, both fresh and preserved. It's also the perfect place to pick up flowers and other decorations or get a bite to eat of locally sourced food. Just outside Uppsala, you can visit the summer estate of Carl Linnaeus, one of the world's most famous scientists. His estate is called Hammarby, which he bought in 1758. He lived and worked in Uppsala for nearly 50 years, and this is the very place where he put into practice his theories on farming. The place reflects his private life as well as his scientific work.
This is Linnaeus' study, and this is where he sat down.
You have to do that.
Yeah, thank you so much. He sat down here by the table and he wrote his manuscripts that became so famous, and it's just as if he walked out in the garden, he'll come back at any time. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, and a bit creepy.
It is a bit creepy, but you know, he was a fantastic host and very happy. Of course, he might wonder what we are doing here. And there is an interesting story with this apple tree. It's actually a Siberian crab apple. In year 2000, they made a DNA study to see where the real apple came from. And the mother of the apple is actually this species.
Is it?
Yeah. Isn't that wonderful?
Well,
So you are looking at the origin of the apple, and then...
now I feel a bit embarrassed, almost spitting it out. I'm so sorry. It will never happen again. I'm sorry, but your offspring is tastier.
Yes.
To me, anyway.
Yeah, that's a better one.
But how did he approach food himself?
He said that soft bread is not good for you, but more coarse bread is
But he
very
loved
good.
bread, didn't he?
He loved bread. He was from Småland, a bread county of Sweden, so he really loved bread. But he said the people in the south, in Scandinavia, they ate most vegetables in Sweden, and they were slow and fat, and they died young.
And he blamed that on the vegetables.
Yes, yeah, so they were eating too many turnips or something.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well,
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
very interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it, how some dishes get their names, like this one, Fattiga Riddare in Swedish or Poor Knights of Windsor in English. In the medieval times, it was common that everyone that belonged to the upper crust of society had to offer a dessert after a meal, knights included. But not all knights were rich. Some of them were very, very poor indeed, and all they had was stale bread. And what do you do with stale bread? Well, they dipped it in a mixture of milk and eggs, fried it up, and served it with honey. There you go, a lifesaver to keep you in that upper crust of society. So I've got some sweet rolls here, and they got nice flavors to it. Like, for instance, you've got a lot of cardamom inside of these ones. The top and the bottom is going to go away, and then dip it into the batter, and then fill it with a mixture of that beautiful blueberry jam here, and some more blueberries inside. Then we'll fry it up, roll it in sugar, and just like that, we have got ourselves a donut. Now, the recipe for the batter is super easy. As a matter of fact, it's written in your face. It is 1 egg, 1 deciliter of wheat flour. It is 2 deciliters of milk. And if you've got dandruff, a little bit of salt as well. And that will make up the batter. Start with the eggs. There we go, 4 deciliters. Just work that into a smooth batter until it's nice and smooth. That's it, nice. Dip them in the batter. Just make sure they're completely soaked and completely covered. Now let's make the filling for them, shall we? Let me tell you, there's such a huge difference between blueberries that grow in the wild and the ones that are farmed. These are blue, purple, red all the way through, and they carry so much flavor. Absolutely incredible. Well, anyway, time's up. Now just take these already soaked pieces of bread, plenty of blueberries in the middle, but make sure you leave an edge around it for about, 1 or 2 centimeters around, in order for the lid to be able to have something to sit on and cling to so they don't break. In the pan it goes. Now just fry them golden all the way around and roll them up in sugar. And then we're going to serve that with whipped cream with more blueberries inside of it. And with that, I think we've beaten the medieval times out of these. Yes. There's nothing poor about this dessert, let me tell you that much. It's probably not even unhealthy. I mean, we've got enough blueberries in here to feed an army. Well, if you can remember, Monica said that this year was exceptional when it comes to seps, so I'm heading out to a nearby forest to meet Jens. He's the head chef here at Hotel von Krämer, and he claims that he has got some absolutely amazing places when it comes to mushrooms.
Tareq, here's some funnel chanterelles.
Ah,
Quite small. You see, if you find one, you find plenty of them.
Exactly. Oh, these are great. Beautiful mushrooms.
It's my favorite.
Really?
This one. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
These are better tasting chanterelles. The others look more exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful in its color, but these are magnificent.
Yeah.
But this really is a cool season, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
we're getting into the richest season, perhaps the richest season of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. You have forest full of mushroom and game meat from every hunter that go out in the wood.
Do you get a lot of game here?
Yeah, yeah. Fallow deer and elk as well.
And since it's game, I mean, is there hunting going on here now?
Yeah, but
But you mean that I'm all in green, so you should have told me. I'm sure I have something that can stick. Maybe I should just take this up
yeah,
so they see me.
yeah.
Some crazy hunter coming up here thinking I'm a moose or something. If you take your car for about 20 minutes and go southwest of Uppsala, you'll end up here in this beautiful agricultural area. And there are plenty of farm shops here as well, like this one. This is called Valgarms Gårdsmejeri, and they have got amazing goat cheese. Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
What a delightful little store you have here.
Yes,
It's beautiful.
yes,
I want to try some cheese.
yes. You have it. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
And you have soft cheese, and you have with blue mold and with white mold. Do you like it?
No. I love it.
You love it. Okay. Oh, it's much better.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
How come your cheese is so rich in flavor?
We have a special goat.
Can we go outside and have a look at them?
Yes, of course.
Beautiful. I love goats.
Yes.
They're fun.
Here we have the goat.
I love them.
Yes.
But you say there's only so many left, and why has this race not been...
Oh,
kept?
they're not milking so much. The other race are milking much more.
But what about the quality of milk then?
We have very good quality.
Then it's even more strange to me why why not more people are using this particular breed. What is she doing right now there?
Oh, she's I don't know the English word for it. Flemmar.
Flemma.
Flemmar. They take in everything who smells.
I haven't tried that technique before, have you?
No, I'm not.
It actually works a bit. You should try it. It sort of opens up your nostrils a bit.
Yes.
Have you tried it?
No, I
Let's do
haven't.
it together. I do that.
It works.
It does. Yeah.
My next stop is Tareq. I'm here to meet Ulrika, who's agreed to take me on a tour
Thank you.
of these historical grounds.
This place is absolutely incredible.
Isn't it?
It is.
Everything here was built after the Russians burnt Lövsta in 1719.
Wow.
The dining room.
Were they interested in food in those days?
I think so. They had their own chefs, and they imported a lot of spices and exotic fruits and so on, and also grew, of course, their own exotic fruits. This is the kitchen.
Oh my God, look at it. That is, that's crazy. This is like a chef's dream come true. And look at that stove. But people were a lot shorter in the days.
And over here we actually have an original recipe book, 391 handwritten recipes.
That's incredible. Have you tried cooking any of these recipes?
I actually had them pike with cinnamon when I tasted
Pike and cinnamon?
together.
Well, that makes sense because they did get a lot of exotic spices as well. And perhaps in the old days they didn't know exactly how to use it and start experimenting. Just threw it in their food, left and right.
And of course, it could also be sometimes that the food was starting to go bad.
Yeah, so they used...
And then they could cover it up.
cover it in spices, yeah.
Tareq was once one of the largest ironworks in the world, and there have been blacksmiths here for hundreds of years. Today, there's only one left, and that's Ulrika. I've decided to make her a specific request. our cameraman needs a customized screwdriver for his equipment, a problem he's been looking to solve for quite some time.
Can I try?
Of course.
Should I use a lot of force with the hammer or?
It depends how you hammer.
Okay, my hammer technique is not the best.
That's good. Yeah. It.
More?
Stop. Have you done this before?
No. Am I doing it the wrong way or?
No. It's perfect. You're done.
Good enough? Or? So here it is, the end result. I think it's really nice.
It is.
Looks like a lock of hair. And this one fits perfectly in there.
That's my work.
Well, I think our cameraman will be the happiest cameraman in the entire world, since he's got a custom-made screwdriver. Is that right?
I'm sure he will.
This is Örbyhus Castle Garden. It has been a garden centre for the past 100 years, and Kenneth and Marianne, they run it as an organic garden. This is a great place to pick up some amazing produce and lots of inspiration. Can we use this?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
Perfect.
Oh, try.
Yeah, there we go. This is pure luxury, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, when you get to choose the size of the leek that you want to use.
This is better.
Yeah, that's perfect. Beautiful size.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah. How many different colors do you have on your carrots?
4.
So you have
Yes, this is lila.
purple carrots.
This is the original.
This is the origin
Origin of carrots.
Is it?
Yes, it's coming from Afghanistan from the beginning, the carrot. And this color.
And the color purple.
Yeah. And then orange. And then orange.
Now all I need is a couple of herbs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Should we go back?
Okay.
What is this? This is a sweet mace or?
Yeah, yes, or Texas dragon. Texas dragon.
It resembles the ordinary tarragon, doesn't it? But it's a bit more licoricey. I think that's my bouquet of herbs.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I have something here. This is that beautiful fresh goat cheese that we picked up along the way. And I want to make this into a goat cheese cream. And then I have got ceps, some of the most beautiful ceps that we picked up along the way with Monica. Some chanterelles, these are summer chanterelles. I have got funnel chanterelles. And I've got my absolute favorite when it comes to mushrooms, black trumpet death. And despite the name, this is incredible. When it comes to flavor, there are few mushrooms that can beat this one, in my opinion. And I've also got these beautiful beetroots here and some yellow beetroots as well. Plus all these different colored carrots. But have a look at this one. Too beautiful to cook even. I'm just going to put it over here as a sort of inspiration for the dish. We need to get started with the goat cheese cream. So a bit of milk, about 2 deciliters. Now we need to bring that to the boil, and then we're going to add some goat cheese to it. We're just waiting for the milk. It'll be nice and warm. Now it's time to add some goat cheese to it. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 massive tablespoons of fresh goat cheese to this cream. This goat cheese cream is going to work as a sauce to tie all of the flavors together, and we can start focusing on the mushrooms and the vegetables. And we're actually going to start with the vegetables. Oh, isn't that a work of art? Slice them super thin. It'll be fantastic on the plate. And then do the same thing with the carrots. Beautiful. So this is just smoked pork belly. Just fry them to a crisp without adding any fat to the pan. The beets and the carrots, they all have natural sweetness. So it's really nice to have something that is salty and smoky as well, because it really, really works well together. And then we'll start with the mushrooms. Now, I'm going to start with the funnel chanterelles, and then I'll fry each and every single mushroom individually in plenty of butter and a bit of salt. That's incredible. One set filled the entire frying pan. So this is the sweet mace, or the Texas tarragon, and it differs a bit from the ordinary tarragon, which is right here. This one has a sweeter, more anisey-like flavor. It's very, very aromatic, and together, hopefully, it'll be a nice little marriage on the plate. All I need to do now is to peel these beetroots, and then it's time to plate. Yes, there we go. That's a fork, isn't it?
It was great. Delicious.
I'm sorry, I'm just munching away here. No, go ahead.
I'm venturing south to a farm shop and fishery at Lake Mälaren. This place is run by Mona and Even, who've been fishing here their entire lives. And over the past 20 years, they've run this shop where they stock daily fresh fish all year round.
That looks amazing.
I hope so.
What is it?
It's
Zander?
Zander, yes.
Nice. Beautiful.
Just ready.
How long do you smoke the fish for?
About an hour.
Oh my God.
It's good.
It's magnificent. I would say a lot of times when you get smoked fish, it's too dry.
Yeah.
They just smoke the hell out of it, and then all you're left with is a smoked stale piece of something. This is absolutely delicious. So what's the temperature in the oven? Can you control the temperature?
It must get up to 60, but then I let it go down again.
Okay.
And then I don't know. I can only see.
Incredible. Have a look at that. I mean, see how juicy that is? Do you get anything else?
Bleak. And we take bleak roe from it.
You get bleak roe here?
Yeah. But we don't fish so hard because I think it's nothing you should eat every day.
It's an exclusive product,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. But I really have to congratulate you on this. Because this is without a doubt, and I'm being honest now, 100%. This is without a doubt the best smoked fish I've ever had in my entire life.
That makes me happy. Thank you.
So it's going to be an honor to cook with this. With a product that nice, there's not much that you need to do with it, of course. This rather skinny side of the fillet, I want to turn that into a cream, together with sweet vegetables. I have some beautiful baby leeks right here. I've got some purple pointy head cabbage, some lovely beans, broad beans, and I've got some cooked yellow beets right here. And this is all very nice and lovely, but in a dish like this, it's also nice to add an element of surprise, maybe. So I brought some yellow mustard seeds. These will be cooked, and once they're cooked, they're going to be nice and juicy and plump, and they will crack in your mouth a bit like roe, actually. This is going to be turned into a sweet and sour, spicy, hot, mustardy, lovely thing. And speaking of roe, I have some local bleak roe right here. Have a look at that. It's like holding a plate of gold, isn't it? But we should get started to fillet the beautiful Zander and make that cream. Use your knife to hold down the meat, and then just gently, gently pull away the skin like this. There's the skin. The bones will be sitting here in between the two sections. Just pull them away. So here it is, one perfect fillet. Place that over here. And in here, I'm just going to put the rest of the fish. And this will be turned into a cream. For the cream, I need 1 egg. And I'm going to boil that egg for exactly 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, the egg white in the egg will have set slightly. By using the whole egg inside of the cream, I think you get a much more airy and fluffy and more delicate texture on it. Okay, the egg has cooled down. It's time to crack it open. Now, as you can see here, the white has set and the yellow is completely runny. And it has to be runny, otherwise it won't emulsify with the oil. So in it goes. A few drops of white wine vinegar in there, and then bring out your mixer. Add the oil to it, a little at a time. And you can see that it turns into nice and rich, solid cream in seconds. And just have a look at the color, it's almost completely white, and that's thanks to the egg whites that we're using. Smoked Zander cream. Just have a look at the mustard seeds now. Nice, they're ready. I will add white wine vinegar to it and the same amount of sugar as well. And there's the sugar. Just keep stirring until the sugar is completely dissolved. Now the vegetables are just going to be gently sautéed in a bit of butter and a little bit of water as well, except for these purple, beautiful beans. Because these, they lose color completely once they get heated up. So I'm going to serve these raw. And they are delicious raw. This is one of the best dishes that I've cooked in a long time. It's nice and fresh, looks exclusive, but it's quite simple to make. It's delicious. This area has always been a melting pot for people, ideas, and different cultures. And this openness is still present here. There's a curiosity and a will to experiment with new flavors and combinations. And that attitude, in combination with the versatile environment and conditions here, is a guarantee for exciting, high-quality foods and products. And if you take some time to discover the historical treasures of Uppsala and its surroundings, you will be reminded of a golden era when this was the birthplace of the Swedish modern industrial era. But you will also find a thriving cultural and culinary life. So the story continues.